Most women have no idea how much power they hold in a single text message. But if you get this right, you'll capture a man's attention, ignite his respect, and make him crave your presence. Men are wired differently than women. They seek challenge, purpose, and meaning in everything, including relationships. A well-crafted message can stir his ambition, awaken his protective nature, and deepen his attraction to you. Today, I'll reveal 6 texts that men love receiving and why they work on a psychological level. Men don't just want love. They need respect. It's hardwired into their psychology, deeply rooted in their sense of identity and purpose. A man who feels respected by a woman will naturally feel drawn to her, value her more, and want to protect and provide for her. On the other hand, a man who feels disrespected, whether through criticism, dismissiveness, or belittling, will withdraw, emotionally detach, or even lose interest entirely. This is why the most powerful text you can send a man isn't about your feelings, your plans, or even your love. It's about your respect for him as a man. A simple message like, I really admire how hard you work, or I respect the way you handled that situation, carries far more weight than most women realize. Why? Because respect speaks to a man's core need, to be seen as competent, strong, and capable. The world is constantly testing men, pushing them to prove their worth. They face competition in their careers, pressure to be providers, and expectations to always be strong. A woman who acknowledges his efforts and expresses genuine respect for his abilities stands out. She becomes someone he feels safe with, someone he can trust, and ultimately, someone he wants to keep close. Respect, however, is not just about flattery. Men can sense when words are empty or insincere. True respect comes from observation. It means noticing the way he handles stress, the way he solves problems, or the way he pushes through difficulties. When you say, I respect how you take responsibility for things, or I see how much effort you put into making things work, and I really appreciate it, you are affirming his masculine strength. This isn't about ego stroking. It's about showing him that his efforts don't go unnoticed. And when a man feels respected, he naturally wants to give more to the relationship. Men equate it with love, while women often feel most loved when they receive emotional connection. Men feel most loved when they are respected. This is why arguments or conflicts can sometimes push men away. If a woman criticizes a man in a way that makes him feel incompetent, weak, or unworthy, he will start to shut down. Even if she doesn't mean to, her words can make him feel as though she doesn't believe in him. On the flip side, when she offers words of encouragement and recognizes his strengths, he feels valued, seen, and motivated to be even better. It's important to remember that men are often less expressive about their emotions. Unlike women who might verbalize their need for affection or reassurance, men internalize their struggles. They rarely ask for validation, but they crave it nonetheless. A single text that acknowledges his strength or leadership can shift his entire mood. If he's had a tough day, instead of asking, "Are you okay?" which might make him feel pressured to open up. Try, "I know today was rough, but I really admire how you keep pushing forward." This not only reassures him, but also reinforces his resilience. Respect in a relationship isn't just about what you say. It's also about what you don't say. Avoiding condescending tones, unnecessary criticism, or passive-aggressive remarks goes a long way. If a man feels like he's constantly being corrected, second-guessed, or doubted, he will start to detach. But when he feels like his woman sees him as strong, capable, and worthy, he will naturally feel more attracted and committed to her. In the end, men don't need grand gestures or dramatic confessions of love. What they need is simple yet profound respect. A woman who understands this and expresses it through her words, especially in small everyday moments, will have a man who is devoted, loyal, and deeply in love with her. So the next time you pick up your phone to text him, ask yourself, am I making feel respected? If the answer is yes, you're speaking directly to his heart. Men are wired for challenge. It's in their biology, psychology, and instincts. From the earliest days of humanity, men have been hunters, warriors, and problem solvers. They thrive when they have a goal to chase. And in relationships, this is no different. If a woman is too predictable, overly available, or constantly chasing a man's attention, he loses interest. But if she presents herself as a challenge, someone he must earn, pursue, and work for, he becomes deeply invested in her. Many women make the mistake of thinking that being overly accommodating will make a man appreciate them more. They answer texts immediately, always initiate conversations, or rearrange their schedules to fit his. While this might seem like a way to show care and affection, it often backfires. When something is easily available, human nature takes it for granted. Men don't value what comes without effort. They value what they have to fight for. This is why the challenge message is so powerful. A simple text like, "I'd love to see you, but I've got a busy week. Let's plan something soon," tells him two things. First, you're interested. Second, you have your own life and priorities. And that second part is crucial. A high-value woman is not sitting around waiting for a man to text her. She is busy, focused on her goals, and engaged in her own passions. This doesn't mean playing games or being manipulative. It simply means having stayed. When a man realizes that your time is valuable, he starts to respect and appreciate it more. Instead of expecting instant replies, he starts anticipating your messages. Instead of assuming you're always available, he makes an effort to see you. The key is balance, showing interest without making it too easy. Another way to create a healthy challenge is through playful teasing. Men love competition, and when a woman brings a little bit of that energy into communication, it sparks excitement. Instead of sending a plain, "Hey, how's your day?" try something like, "I bet my day was way more interesting than yours, but I'll let you try to convince me otherwise." This adds an element of fun and gives him a reason to engage more deeply. It's a small shift in wording, but it makes a huge difference in how a man perceives the interaction. The challenge message also ties into a man's need to feel like a leader. Men want to feel like they are the ones making the moves, even if in reality the woman is guiding things subtly. A message like, "I really enjoy spending time with you. Let's see if you can impress me with your next date idea," puts the ball in his court. It makes him feel like he has a mission to come up with something special for you. And when he does, he feels a sense of accomplishment because he had to put in effort. It's important to understand that this isn't about playing hard to get it in a way that feels manipulative. It's about creating a dynamic where both people are engaged and excited. A woman who presents a challenge isn't cold, distant, or uninterested. She is simply confident in her worth. She knows that she brings value to the relationship, and she expects a man to recognize that by putting in the effort. Men respect what they have to earn. When they have to work for a woman's attention, they cherish it. When they have to put in effort to win her over, they feel a deeper emotional connection. The worst thing a woman can do is make herself too easy to obtain. Not because men are cruel or dismissive, but because their nature is to chase, conquer, and achieve. A woman who understands this will never have to beg for attention. Instead, she will naturally attract a man who is willing to go the extra mile for her. So the next time you're about to text him, ask yourself, am I making this too easy? Am I showing him that I have a life outside of him? Am I allowing him to pursue me? If the answer is yes, you're on the right path. Give him a reason to chase, and he will never stop running toward you. And may not always say it, but they crave appreciation. It fuels them, motivates them, and makes them feel truly valued. Unlike women who often express emotions more openly, men tend to internalize their struggles and victories. Society expects them to be strong, to push forward without needing validation. But the truth is, every man wants to feel that what he does is noticed and appreciated, especially by the woman he cares about. A simple text expressing gratitude can make a man feel like a hero. And when a man feels like a hero in your presence, his love and devotion grow exponentially. When a woman sends a text like, "I really appreciate what you did for me today," or "thank you for always looking out for me," she's doing more than just being polite. She's reinforcing his sense of purpose. Men thrive when they feel needed and valued. When a man goes out of his way, whether it's fixing something, planning a date, or just being there when you need him, he doesn't do it for praise. But when that praise comes, it strengthens his desire to do even more. He starts to associate being with you with feelings of success and fulfillment. On the other hand, when a man feels unappreciated, he slowly pulls away. He may not say it out loud, but if his efforts are constantly overlooked, he starts questioning if he's truly making an impact. A man who doesn't feel valued will either withdraw emotionally or stop putting in effort altogether. This is why appreciation isn't just a nice thing to do. It's a necessity if you want to keep a man deeply connected to you. Appreciation texts don't have to be long or dramatic. Sometimes a short but meaningful message is enough. Saying, "I love how you always make me laugh," or "You make my life so much easier, and I'm grateful for that," can instantly brighten his day. The key is specificity. Instead of just saying, "I appreciate you," make it personal. "I really admire how patient you were when I was feeling stressed earlier. It means a lot to me." This shows that you see his actions and you recognize the effort he puts into making you happy. Another powerful way to show appreciation is by acknowledging his strengths. Men often struggle with self-doubt even if they don't show it. A text like, "I respect how hard you work to achieve your goals," or "Your drive and determination inspire me," speaks directly to his core identity. It reminds him that his efforts are not in vain and that the woman in his life sees him as a strong, capable leader. When a man feels appreciated for who he is, not just what he does, he forms a deeper emotional bond. It's also important to understand that men and women express love differently. Women often show love through nurturing, checking in, and offering emotional support. Men, however, often express love through action by providing, protecting, and problem solving. If he fixes something for you, helps you with a task, or supports you in a tough moment, don't just take it as something he's supposed to do. Let him know you see it. A quick text like, "I don't say this enough, but I really appreciate everything you do," can make a man feel 10 feet tall. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of unexpected appreciation. Sending a gratitude message when he least expects it, when nothing significant has happened, carries even more impact. A message like, "I just wanted to say how lucky I feel to have you in my life," makes a man stop and reflect. It reinforces his connection to you and reminds him why he invests his time and energy into the relationship. At the end of the day, appreciation isn't about stroking his ego. It's about recognizing his contributions and making him feel valued. A woman who consistently expresses gratitude will never have to beg for effort, because a man who feels appreciated will naturally want to do more. So take a moment today to send that message. Watch how he responds. And more importantly, watch how he starts showing up for you in ways you never expected. Men love excitement, challenge, and unpredictability. A relationship that feels too serious, too routine, or too predictable can lose its spark over time. This is why playful, flirty messages are essential. They keep a man engaged, make him smile, and remind him why he was drawn to you in the first place. Flirting isn't just for the early stages of dating. It's a powerful tool that keeps attraction alive at any stage of a relationship. When a woman knows how to keep things fun and teasing, she becomes irresistible. Many women underestimate the power of playful communication. They assume that deep conversations, emotional bonding, or serious talks are the foundation of a strong relationship. While those things are important, they are not what keep a man excited and drawn in. What keeps him coming back, what makes him check his phone hoping to see your name, is the feeling of joy and anticipation you create. A simple teasing message like, "Don't get too excited, but I might let you take me out for dessert this weekend," sparks his curiosity and makes him want to engage. Flirty messages tap into a man's natural desire for pursuit. Men love to chase, And even when they've already won you, they still want to feel like they have to earn your attention. A playful text reminds him that you are still a mystery, still someone he has to work for. Instead of saying, "What are you up to?" Try, "Are you behaving yourself today, or do I need to come and keep you in check?" This adds a playful edge to the conversation, making it far more interesting than a typical check-in. One of the best ways to make flirting effective is by incorporating humor. Men love women who can make them laugh. A well-timed joke, a playful challenge, or a lighthearted jab can create an instant connection. For example, if he's talking about his workout, you could text, "I'll be impressed when you can do all that and carry me around like a princess." A mix of flirty and funny that keeps the mood light. The key is to be confident in your playfulness. A woman who flirts with confidence radiates an energy that men can't resist. Another powerful flirting technique is to create inside jokes or references that only the two of you understand. If you have a shared funny memory, bring it up randomly in a text. Something like, "Remember when you tried to impress me with your cooking skills? I still have trust issues." This kind of message not only makes him laugh, but also strengthens your bond by reinforcing your shared experiences. Flirting isn't just about words. It's about how you make a man feel. When you send a playful message, you remind him of the fun, exciting energy that made him attracted to you in the first place. And the best part, playful flirting is effortless. It doesn't require deep emotional conversations or long texts. It's about keeping things light, engaging, and spontaneous. A simple thinking of you. But don't let it go to your head keeps things fun and flirty without overcommitting. Men are drawn to women who make them feel good. They don't want pressure, drama, or constant seriousness. They want a woman who can be their escape from stress, someone who brings excitement into their life. A playful, flirty message does just that. It shifts the energy of the conversation, makes him smile, and keeps him thinking about you even after the conversation ends. At the end of the day, relationships should be enjoyable. Love isn't just about deep emotions. It's also about fun, laughter, and adventure. A woman who knows how to tease, joke, and flirt will always have an advantage, because when a man enjoys talking to you, he will always come back for more. So the next time you pick up your phone to text him, ask yourself, am I making this fun for him? If the answer is yes, you're keeping the spark alive. Men, despite their external confidence and strength, carry silent battles. Society conditions them to be tough, resilient, and unshaken. They're expected to handle their struggles alone, to push forward without showing weakness. But beneath that exterior, every man has moments of doubt, pressure, and exhaustion. What sets a truly special woman apart is her ability to be a source of strength and encouragement for him, a place where he doesn't have to wear his armor. A supportive message at the right time can be the difference between a man feeling alone in the world or feeling like he has a partner who truly understands him. Unlike women, who often seek emotional support openly, many men internalize their struggles. They don't always express when they're overwhelmed, when they feel like they're not enough, or when life is weighing them down. This is why a simple message from you, something as small as "I believe in you," or "no matter what happens, I know you've got this," can mean everything to him. It reminds him that he's not alone, that someone sees his effort, and that someone believes in his ability to overcome whatever he's facing. A man doesn't just want a romantic partner. He wants an ally. He wants to know that the woman in his life isn't just there for the good times, but also for the challenges. If he's going through a difficult period, whether it's work stress, personal struggles, or self-doubt, a message like, "I know things are tough right now, but I want you to remember that you're strong, capable, and I'm always here for you," can be incredibly powerful. It shows that you recognize his struggles, but more importantly, that you trust in his ability to rise above them. Supportive messages are not about fixing his problems for him. That's not what men need. They don't want to be rescued. They want to feel empowered. Instead of giving advice unless he asks for it, focus on reinforcing his confidence. A text like, "I have no doubt that you're going to figure this out." "You always do," shifts his mindset from doubt to self-assurance. It reminds him of his past successes and reinforces his inner strength. Sometimes the most impactful messages are also the simplest. "A thinking of you. Just wanted to remind you that you're amazing," can completely change his mood. When a man is stressed or feeling down, he might not respond with a long message or pour his heart out immediately. But make no mistake, your words stay with him. They replay in his mind, giving him reassurance when he needs it most. Another way to offer support is by acknowledging his hard work. Men put immense pressure on themselves to achieve, to provide, to be successful. When you send a message like, "I see how hard you're working, and I just want you to know I admire your dedication," it validates his efforts. It reminds him that his sacrifices and discipline are not going unnoticed. This kind of message makes him feel appreciated and motivates him to keep pushing forward. And sometimes the best support comes in the form of reminding him to take care of himself. A caring yet playful text like, "Don't forget to breathe. You're doing great, but you also need a break," shows that you care about his well-being, not just his success. Men often neglect their own self-care, so a gentle reminder from you can go a long way. At the core of every strong relationship is the ability to uplift each other. A woman who knows how to support a man without suffocating him, encourage him without pressuring him, and remind him of his strength without making him feel weak. This is the kind of woman a man treasures. When he knows he can rely on you for emotional support, he doesn't just see you as his partner. He sees you as his greatest source of peace and strength. So the next time you sense he's struggling, don't overthink it. Send that message. Let him know you believe in him. Because sometimes all a man needs is a reminder that someone sees him, supports him, and will stand beside him no matter what. Men are wired for challenge, curiosity, and pursuit. If the relationship becomes too predictable, too routine, or too easy to read, it loses its excitement. This is where the power of mystery comes in. A woman who knows how to keep a man guessing, who doesn't reveal everything at once, and who leaves subtle hints rather than laying everything out, instantly becomes more intriguing. A well-crafted mystery message ignites a man's curiosity and keeps his mind on you, wondering, anticipating, and wanting more. So what exactly is a mystery message? It's a text that gives just enough information to catch his attention, but not enough for him to fully understand. It plays with his curiosity, making him eager to respond. Instead of saying, "I had such an interesting day," say something like, "You won't believe what happened to me today, but I'm not sure if I should tell you yet." This kind of message immediately makes him want to know more. It triggers his natural desire to chase, to dig deeper, to figure you out. The beauty of mystery is that it allows a man's imagination to take over. When you drop hints, instead of revealing everything, he starts filling in the blanks himself. For example, if you're getting ready for a night out, instead of sending a picture of your outfit right away, say something like, "I might be wearing the most stunning dress tonight, but you'll have to wait to see it." That delay, that element of the unknown, makes him even more eager to know what you look like. Men enjoy a sense of pursuit, even in long-term relationships. When everything is handed to them easily, the excitement fades. But when a woman knows how to be just a little unpredictable, when she leaves a little bit of mystery in her words, she keeps his attention. A simple, cryptic message like, "I just remembered something about you, and now I can't stop smiling," will make him wonder what you're thinking about. He'll ask, he'll engage, and he'll stay interested. Another powerful technique is using time to build suspense. Instead of answering a question immediately, create a playful delay if he asks, "What are you doing?" Instead of replying with just working, say something way more interesting than I expected. "I'll tell you in a bit." That small delay keeps the anticipation alive, making him look forward to your next message. Mystery also works in the way you express attraction. Instead of saying, "You look great," say something like, "There's something about you today." I can't quite figure it out, but I love it. This kind of message makes a man want to know more, to seek your approval, to engage with you further. It makes him feel special, but at the same time, it keeps the conversation open-ended and exciting. One of the best things about mystery is that it gives a man the thrill of discovery. If he already knows everything about you, if there's nothing left to uncover, the excitement fades. But if you drop small hints about yourself over time, your thoughts, your desires, your plans, you create an ongoing sense of fascination. Instead of saying, I love traveling, say, there's one place in the world I dream about visiting. This keeps the conversation going and makes him eager to learn more about you. At its core, the mystery message is about balance. It's about revealing just enough to keep him intrigued, but not so much that he has nothing left to figure out. It's about making every interaction feel like a game, a puzzle, a discovery. And when a man is constantly wondering what's next, when he's always eager for your next message, that's when you know you have his full attention. So next time you pick up your phone, don't just send a straightforward text. Add a little mystery. Keep him guessing. Because when a man feels like there's always something new to learn, something exciting to uncover, he'll never stop being drawn to you.